Okay, it seems like someone was finally sentenced in the LCBO crime spree. Let's just take a watch and then talk about it.
Good evening. We begin with a sentence in a crime spree that hit Waterloo Region and several other Ontario cities. A string of more than 100 liquor store thefts, the kind that we've seen caught on camera multiple times. A man arrested last year by Guelph police has now been ordered to spend 5 years behind bars. CTV's Jeff Pickle reports.
A specific type of theft seen in communities across Ontario. These images taken at an LCBO in Kitchener, not related to the man arrested in Guelph, but very similar in MO.
Anybody that watches the news, of course, has seen the clips of very brazen thieves just simply walking into these businesses, bringing their own backpacks, gym bags, suitcases in some cases.
In May of 2024, Guelph police arrested a man they believe was behind dozens of thefts across the province.
He would walk in and take a number of bottles, put them in a bag, and walk out. The sort of more straight ahead kind of shoplifting.
Guelph police say they tracked the suspect to a stolen car in St. Catharines and made a high risk arrest.
The vehicle was blocked in, and he did ram a couple of police vehicles to try and escape. Ultimately was stopped and taken into custody.
28-year-old Devinder Singh of no fixed address pleaded guilty to 31 charges related to an 18-month crime spree. Singh pled guilty to 12 counts of theft under $5,000, 8 counts of theft over $5,000, 3 counts of motor vehicle theft, and a number of other charges. Police say they believe the thefts are part of an organized crime effort.
Our belief is that it was stolen to be placed onto the black market through a number of channels, perhaps even stolen to order. So people looking for a certain type of alcohol, he would steal it for them.
Last week, a judge sentenced Singh to 5 years behind bars.
I think the sentence speaks very clearly to how seriously the courts take these type of organized criminal exercises. The courts are not tolerant of it. The community is not tolerant of it. And I think it's important that people know if they're going to engage in this type of activity, that the courts are going to take it very seriously and significant penalties will flow.
And Tracy says they believe this is only the second time in Ontario a federal prison sentence has been handed down for thefts from the LCBO. But he says the other charges, including the stealing of a vehicle and ramming police cruisers, would also factor into that lengthy sentence.
Okay, so what I found interesting about this is that okay, it's great that they finally caught one person, but they keep talking about, and we've seen videos, it's obviously more than one person doing these crimes. It must be a huge group of people committing these crimes. And yeah, it sounds like organized crime. Of course it does. So what are they doing with the other people? Why did it take so long to catch one? It seems like they're making an example out of one person. And to be honest, like 5 years, okay, that's a pretty big sentence, but like that's multiple charges, including like a car crash and like other stuff as well. So are they going to talk about, what's going to happen to the other people involved? When are they going to get them? That's what I worry about. And is this guy actually going to serve the 5 years? It seems like the liberals are kind of making an example out of this kind of thing to me. And I get it. This is their first federal charge from an LCBO theft. I mean, it is a big crime ring, so it is a bigger crime, I guess. So maybe they pushed it to the federal government to decide what to do. But I do worry about, what are they actually going to do with all the problems? All the break-ins, all the things from, and I'm not just talking about immigrants here. I'm just saying whatever groups are committing these crimes, I have no idea. Clearly this person, it sounds like, was an Indian of Indian descent by his name. They don't mention that in there. I know they don't like to say the gender or the color or whatever because they don't want to seem racist, but you do want to form a pattern so you can probably stop people, you would hope. And I'd love to hear more about their strategies of catching people going forward and what they're planning on doing with the rest of the people. They mentioned one person, one sentence. I mean, that doesn't sound nearly enough to me to get the job done and stop these crimes and stop them from happening in the future. I mean, you need to stop you need to start scaring people a little bit more, I think, with the crimes. Like I think if they had more of a harsh sentence, this is a good start maybe, but I'm really curious about how long he actually serves. I've talked to prison guards before in Canada. A lot of times they don't serve anywhere near this, a full term based on a lot of factors. So, like it sounds, maybe a good start, but I just worry that this is a symptom of just like acting like they're doing something about it, even though it's just one person and it's a drop in the bucket. So anyway, I just wanted to share this because I just saw this clip, and I hope you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.